This is
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, this is a show that we made for you, for your mom and your dad and your aunties too. So grab yourself a coffee, it's a crack of dawn, and strap yourself in for a Heaps Good Morning.
It's another Heaps Good Sunday morning, and yet again we're here to delight and entertain.
And we're not actually informing. God, fuck, that's horrible.
No, we're not informing today. We've been pulling out episodes from jars and trying to get everything all organised, which has led us to this moment, which we are reacting to episode 1.
Which is weird.
Yeah, you obviously...
I don't understand that.
You don't watch React or anything like that?
What's that?
The React channel, they put kids in front of old things and... Do you remember this?
Like VHS.
Oh, yeah, they could do things like that. Sometimes they could put videos in front of them. Sometimes they might put a like a tape in front of them. Do you know what
a cassette tape?
A cassette tape. What do you know what this could be used for?
My dad didn't think that cassette tapes were going to last. He thought that they would just be a flash in the pan.
I think
because they were flimsy.
Right.
Not really. 25, 30 years. That's not a flash in the pan, mate.
Cassettes? Do people still use cassettes?
But they did when we were young. I'm almost 40.
Yeah.
Anyway, difference of opinions, I guess. But yeah, he thought like literally no one was going to buy them. ASMR.
They they're good for decorating Christmas trees.
If you undid them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't watch any of that stuff.
You don't?
Well, I don't watch any of the stuff on the interwebs.
You only just really discovered who Shane Dawson was today, didn't you?
I know, he's so sweet.
And now she's hooked.
I love him.
Yeah, it's great.
I love him. And the thing I watched this morning, before I crawled my sick, hacking body out of bed, I was like an actual bush witch. Like, I was a bush hag.
Yeah.
Not a witch. But I was so sick and crackly, like my chest was all yucky. And I was like, trying to get out of bed, and I was like, fuck it. So I watched this thing about Tana Mojo.
Yeah, I don't know much about her. I just know she's disliked an awful lot.
I know she fucked something up, but because I don't keep up with stuff, this could have been like 6 months ago. I have no idea. Like, do you know when VidCon was?
I've got no idea even what VidCon is, so there we go.
It's a thing that we should, as YouTubers, be aware of.
Yeah, cool.
Because when you become like a popular YouTuber...
Oh, see, we're not that. That's why I don't know about it.
And we're popular in our own right.
We've got 70 subscribers.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Remember when our goal was like 20?
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, the days.
Oh, good old days. Speaking of the days, that's what we're doing today.
That's what we are doing today. So do we want to get stuck into it?
I guess. Can someone explain this to me though? Like, down there, this whole like, see how I did that? These things, explain it down there. This is off-putting, you've changed it.
I have, can you see yourself?
Yes, I hate it.
I can't see any of myself at all.
I can see myself, and I can also see myself here on this screen here.
Yeah.
So off-putting.
Yeah, I can see you there, I can see you there, and I can see you here, so yeah, it's great.
I hate it. Anyway.
Alright,
so explain to me why you want to watch us.
Because I want to see how terrible we were on our first episode compared to how, we are now. Really perfection.
I don't think we're ever terrible. Terrible.
I don't know. I think we're about to find out.
Alright.
Alright, here we go.
I had snacks, but I ate them already.
Oh, well, I've got snacks. Oh, what's this?
Gee, what is that?
No, I think...
It looks suspicious and like it's got hash in it. Which it doesn't.
It doesn't, but... Oh.
It's the best one I've made yet, apparently.
Hey, that's good shit.
It's an apple custard bread and butter pudding.
I'm liking it, digging it. The last one you did was... had blueberries in it, was it?
Yeah, I did a forest fruits that had blueberries and I think maybe raspberries or something.
And that was awesome too. Alright, let's get into this. Oh, look at my baby face.
Did you feel that? Something life-altering just happened.
How fat I was.
Did your acid kick in?
I have noticed through through episodes, my weight fluctuating as well.
I wonder how fat I was when I got back. Yeah. I wonder how fat I was when I got back from overseas. I wonder if you could tell.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Not that I care how fat I was. It just means I can afford to eat well.
Something life-altering has just happened, and it's not the LSD.
Very true, my good friend.
Well, look, we had
there have
scripts.
been many
We
good
did have
mornings in our lifetime.
We had a
This
script
is the very
for the
first
first
ever
episode.
Heaps Good Morning.
We had a script.
Finally, after months of
Heaps
planning
Good
and
Morning,
brainstorming,
TM.
this show has gone from a fun idea to a concept to the humble show you see before you, free to watch on your television, computer, or mobile device.
Wow, really
For the next
hardcore.
12 weeks or more, we hope to
You
make
wrote that
your
for the
Sunday
record.
mornings more entertaining, more delightful, and hopefully
I miss
a little
eyeliner.
bit
I
more
should probably start wearing
informative.
eyeliner again.
But being our first week doing this show and our first ever time working
It
together,
was.
we thought it might be a good idea to do some team exercises.
I've also like the set is quite sparse. Like compared
Well,
to,
yeah, look at it now.
yeah, like there's shit everywhere. But
But we did that all in like one afternoon, remember?
we did, and then I think we did this one day and we filmed a couple of days afterwards. But yeah, there's really
Did
there's
that plant
nothing.
die?
It's started to die. It's now outside.
Is it dead?
It's not dead. It's still alive. I don't know how I've managed to keep it alive, but that plant
Look
is.
how beautiful and healthy it was.
It doesn't look that beautiful and healthy now.
I didn't reckon so.
Good idea or not, that's what we're doing.
Team building exercises.
Okay, so we're going to start with two truths and a
Forever
tale. This is
fleecing the
something that I
hair,
actually
forever
did
fleecing
a few years ago
'Cause I've got 7 strands.
with one of my study groups, and I thought it was a little bit entertaining, so we might include it. So basically, two truths.
Yeah, I used to do, I studied counselling. So when we were doing counselling, we learnt a few team building exercises and stuff like that just to try to get us all to work together as a team. And yeah, I think we used one of the team building exercises in this one.
Look at your little mouth.
Yeah, that's my resting face. I must say, like, I prefer my
My
beard-
resting face looks like this.
resting bitch face, eh?
I don't mean for it to. It's just that one eyebrow goes up higher than the other.
I must say, I look very young and cute here, I think, but I like my beard more now. Yeah, I'm digging it more now.
Oh, good. I'm glad we all came here for that.
You need to tell two truths and lie. And then you got to work out, well, we'll have to work out, because we're the only ones here, who's telling the truth, what's the truths and what the lies are. Okay.
Oh, you're a
Who's
lot
gonna
more
start?
natural now.
I am a lot
You
more
can
natural
start.
now.
I can start?
Yeah.
Okay. I've written mine down just to make it easier for myself. Okay.
I
so
hated
number
having
one,
to stick to the script. It
I
was hard
have
for
had
me.
a famous musician sleep in my bed. Number
Yeah, I think we only did scripts for the first couple of weeks.
I played Frankenfurter
Sucks.
in a local production of the Rocky Horror Show. And number 3, I was 28 years old the first time that I left the state.
And we barely knew each other back then as well.
Yeah,
That's
we did.
We had only
It's
just
very
met.
sad.
Really.
Yeah, it only been
Our
a couple
wives
of
knew
months.
each other,
Yeah,
but we hadn't spent much time together.
yeah. So this was our first time.
Like
really-
now, I mean, even though we've already played that game, but now I easy hands down know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously because we already played the game, but we all know I've got the memory of a goldfish. But because we're so close now, because I would consider you one of my closest friends now,
Yeah.
and because of that, I know the answer to that. I don't even remember if I got this right or not when I guessed. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of my memory, I have, because I have those problems with my memory. I don't remember.
I think you already knew one of my truths.
I'm sorry.
I think you already knew one of my truths, so I think you had to just decipher from a truth and a lie, if I remember correctly.
Okay, that makes sense because I think I know which one I already knew because
Yeah.
we talked about it.
Alright, let's see.
I mean, South
Would-
Australia's
would-
fantastic.
It would be
but-
pretty sad.
Okay. Well, let's see. I have a friend that has famous people sleep at his house fairly often.
I have lost a fair whack of weight.
For a show. And
People say that to
Australia,
me, but
despite being really huge,
I didn't realise
is
it.
quite small in the general scheme of things. Everybody knows everybody. So I think that one might be true. The second one was I forgot what it was.
I played
Looks like I
in a
didn't
local
work to
production.
And I have had
Knowing
dental
your
work
love
since
for
then.
braces and
Except I think my teeth look
corsets,
better
That
there.
is also believable.
My teeth look
And
weird.
since I played Columbia
Oh,
for a long
I've also noticed that episodes used to be 22-ish minutes long.
yeah.
They're not that long anymore.
How long are they?
Where we
Are they longer?
Mercedes has this thing where she likes to talk lots. So we started, when I first started, I was hoping for it to be roughly 14-minute episodes.
Lame.
And then I realised that Mercedes talks lots, so we changed it to 22 because that seemed to be what worked. At the moment, we're now sitting on a 32-minute episode. Is usually
Is he
about
complaining?
I'm not.
I think he's complaining.
I've had to adjust everything over the course of time to suit everything. I think 32 minutes is probably the right length for the show anyway. So I think, I think we got that spot on.
time. That could be very true. So I'm just going to go with that you couldn't possibly have stayed in South Australia until you were 28. That's sad.
Okay. Well,
That's the tale.
okay. Well, the tale is I played Frankenfurter in a local production of Rocky Horror Show. Yes, I was
But you didn't
28
get it
years
right.
old the first time that I left South Australia.
That's really tragic.
Yeah.
I knew you hadn't traveled to Lake
I always wanted
Yeah.
to leave.
That's what I was
It's
like.
just I never really got the opportunity to until 2013. So yeah,
Did you go somewhere exciting at least?
I went to Queensland. We went to the theme parks and stuff. It was alright. I enjoyed my. Look, it was good for a first holiday, but I've gone on a cruise since then, and that was so much more
See,
interesting.
my thing is, I had opportunities when I was younger to
Travel.
travel.
But you didn't?
I think Dad didn't like me travelling far from home. So
Really?
yeah, and
Wow,
I had this auntie that offered me to go to Broken Hill. I'm glad I didn't go to Broken Hill because I don't really want that to be my first time I ever went out of SA.
Broken Hill could have been cool. I've got a friend, Hellcat, who's from, Kat, she's from Broken Hill.
Yeah, well, I've got friends and family that live in Broken Hill, and I fucking love them. Fucking hate Broken Hill. Look, it's a nice town. It's really nice. I had lots of fun when I went there. However, I went there for a funeral. So my auntie had died, and I went there for a funeral, to which her daughter rocked up to and tried to like push over the casket and stuff like that. It was the best funeral I've ever been to. It was phenomenal.
I almost choked on peppermint. Meanwhile, my Jippo family's like fighting over jewelry.
Yeah.
Apparently, I wasn't there for it, but I have heard.
No, my cousin ended up getting punched in the face by her mother
At the funeral?
at the funeral,
Shut up!
and then
That's amazing.
It was like the mafia got there or something, because all of a sudden she was picked up, she was out of there, and everyone was standing around with chests out going, alright, you're gonna get past me, try to fucking get past me. They got her in the car, and then everyone jumped in the car, and it was
Why did she
it was
knock the casket over? Did your aunt's body come flopping out?
No. Luckily, it teetered a little bit, and then it just came back. But what had happened? Someone had pushed her onto the coffin to try to stop her from, and it knocked the coffin a little bit.
Oh, okay, so it didn't get knocked over.
It didn't get knocked over, but it could have very well gotten knocked over.
Mate!
It was an eventful weekend, so that's my memory.
Why was she
Broken
so
Hill.
mad at her mom? Was she mad because her mom left her, or was she mad because...
There's issues there.
Oh, there's history.
Once again, one of my cousins who might be watching this, I love you. We all know our family's fucked.
Hey, everyone's family's fucked. Some of you guys might have seen some messages from one of my crazy aunties a while back that I didn't even know had happened. Luckily, you intercepted that situation.
I did, yeah.
Everyone's family's fucked. Everyone's family is fucked. I don't know why my family got a stink on with me. I'm not really sure. It was like you remember the wedding, the invite, that whole fucked situation.
Yeah.
But they still don't talk to me. But
That's right, my family don't talk to me either.
Nobody's ever knocked over a casket.
Yeah.
So
early days.
I don't know. There's been some things. But anyway. So Broken Hill. Anyway.
Yeah.
That was you
I
talking
think I
for the
was
record.
25 when I moved to Australia.
25.
Yeah.
See, yeah,
I think.
I didn't catch the travelling
Maybe
bug
26,
until a lot
something
later.
like that. Well, if you haven't played Frankenfurter, I think it's something we should do.
Okay,
be a bit fun.
I did put it in
No,
there
we
because it's
haven't. We
something
should-
I
I'm gonna
have
write it
always
down.
wanted to do.
Reenactments.
It's fun.
So anyone putting on a local production, let me know.
Let us know. I can tap dance. Be like the most Rubenesque Columbia you've ever had at this stage of the game, but whatever.
And I can sing apparently, so
Yeah, you can.
I'm shit with accents.
Apparently.
Oop. I might bleep that one out.
You were gonna bleep shit.
I was gonna bleep shit. Fuck me.
Damn motherfucker.
Or, you know, Robin said this morning that statistically people always put their tail at the very end, but you didn't.
That's because I thought it was going to be too typical to put it at the end.
Ah, she did warn me this morning. Okay, so my truth, 2 truths and a tale. So number 1, this scar here on my hand, I don't know if you can see it, I don't know how that works. Anyways, I got from being stabbed in a fight. Number 2 is,
I mean, yeah, pretty
one
much.
time I got my arm stuck in a cardboard tube from the center of fabric, and I had to get assistance to have it pulled out, and then as soon as I got it pulled out, I got it stuck again, put it back in.
I think we all know who that was.
And number
Yeah,
3
bit of a
is
therapy
I
there.
single-handedly got Texas the state fish of the largemouth spotted black bass. So there's my 3.
Okay, so you got the what was the bass one?
See, what I like is that your lie wasn't even a full lie.
I got Texas, a state fish of the largemouth spotted black bass.
Okay. Do you know what? I think that
Maybe.
is. I think that
Come on,
one
short.
is too. It's too obscure to not be true.
Okay.
So I'm going to say you're a bit of a feisty woman. I'm going to say that you probably got stabbed in the hand as well. I'm going to say you didn't get your arm caught in a tube.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know that's because Robin had done it?
right.
No, I didn't at that point in time.
So it did happen. It's a true story.
Yes!
See, and that's the key to probably making your fake stories more believable. Make them somebody else's real stories because that way they sound real.
It was true. It happened twice, and I had to free her both times.
But yeah, I learned a lot filming these first couple of episodes because I didn't realize you were as crusty as you were. That was a real eye opener.
I'm not crusty.
Oh, he's crusty.
I'm a sweaty person.
No, he's crusty. There's a difference.
We'll talk about my crust more in a minute.
Fantastic.
That's good.
You've got really pretty eyes.
Thanks, they're my good feature. I always wish I had brown eyes though. I don't know why.
Really?
I wore brown contacts briefly and they just looked weird and fake.
I can tell I'm nervous as fucking this.
No, you look so frightened, like I'm trying to convince you that betting me is a good idea. That it's time. It's time for you to lose your virginity. We don't have to tell anyone. It's not gonna hurt, I promise. Like, it really does look like I'm trying to corrupt you, and you're like, but I'm from a good church Christian family.
I don't know. With my finger and just.
No, I don't mean how you did it. I mean, how did you find it?
It hurt.
Really? Because I put my contacts in all the time.
Oh, touching your eyeball. Oh, this is when we start talking about
Eye
licking each other's.
licking.
Usually.
Which took us up until episode 12, I think it was, to actually do it. Yeah.
Man, I've licked so many people's eyes.
So it burned.
Which now knowing you the way I know you, I probably wouldn't lick your crusty old eye.
All of my friends get really grossed out because when I take my contacts out, I think it's funny just flick them anywhere like a booger. So like my
Not
kid
that
sister
boogers.
always finds them stuck
That's
to a
horrible.
in her entryway. She gets real mad. I think it's hysterical.
Sometimes I act like I'm giving her a present.
And it's really just dried up contacts.
Oh, tasty. What's for dinner?
Contacts. They're not very filling.
No, I can imagine.
They say that your eyes are quite salty. Have you ever licked an eye?
No. No.
And this is where it all begins.
Actually, because I read somewhere it was a fetish. So I spent a good couple of years trying to get people to let me lick their eye.
Can I lick your eye?
Well, yeah, but you'll mess up my makeup. But you can. I'll let you lick my eye.
Alright.
Okay.
All
I want to
right.
lick yours too.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well, I lick.
All right, cool.
Later.
Okay, cool.
I think it's been a minute.
Yeah, I think it has.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
So,
It was
Do
a
you
good
feel
move,
closer to me now?
making the desk taller.
It was, definitely.
It was very intense. But, you know, I've got something to look forward to now and get to lick your
eye
eye.
licking.
Oh.
It's Well, maybe
It
we'll
was
do that in the
tasty
next
too.
episode.
What kind of
It licked a lot of people's eyes, and everybody gets really grossed out by it, but it's not as gross
Don't
as you
even
think.
know
It's like
myself.
that whole people think the snakes are slimy,
Yeah.
but they're not.
No, they're not.
slimy. Eyes are odd. They're odd, but...
I've got World War II books in the background because I thought that was cool. And there's another one there that's
The next one
just
is
about
frozen
Hitler.
teas.
Is that my book?
I don't know if anyone's seen any
I don't know, was that your
videos
Hitler
on
book?
the internet of frozen teas before, but basically you get a t-shirt, you wet it, and you put it in the freezer. Then we have
this is
to
where things got
see
really
who
filthy.
can defrost their t-shirt
In regards to me.
and put it on their body.
Yeah, because his shirt stunk
Did prepare
so
ours
bad.
last
I'm gonna
night.
watch my face and see if I can figure out.
Differently, but I don't
Ah, pardon me when the
I
smell
think we
hits
need
me.
to show you the t-shirts. It'll
Let's
say
see,
a lot about our
where's the-
personalities. Because I'm...
As you can
Alright.
see, that's a very nice, neat little packet. I'll show you my monstrosity.
Are we taking them out of the plastic?
So you were smart.
Same
You
time,
fold yours
same
up to
Well, we're not.
make it frozen.
Were you taking yours out of the plastic?
I'm not taking it out. I just want to show everybody. Look, I've got. There's a massive lump of ice on there.
Oh, even that looks filthy.
Okay, so yeah, it does. My t-shirt is losing its colour.
It's rotten as well.
It
It
started making
stinks.
look like that I haven't washed my t-shirt.
Look at my face! There! That's what I knew it stunk. I was like, what's that smell?
You don't want to smell it.
Sniff it, creep.
Okay.
So yeah, and like I said, a little bit controlling, and I thought that this would be a good
Nothing's
idea.
changed. I
Now
have issues.
looking at it, I feel like it was not very beneficial to what the actual goal is.
No, it probably wasn't, but who knows? Neither of us have actually ever done this before, so we're just going from theories on what we think might happen.
Which doesn't always prove to be right.
No, it doesn't. So
No, I'd have to say, I do like the
basically
sound
idea is
quality
you're not
better in the
allowed to
early
use any
episodes.
objects besides
'Cause we
your
used a
body
mic.
and your hands.
The only problem with using a mic was then I had to export the audio as a different track and then import it and then export it with that audio over the top of it before I even started. It added like an extra 2-3 hours to
Ugh.
editing. So that's why now we're just using the
The
camera.
sound from the camera.
Yeah, because it's
I
adequate enough.
don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it is that obvious.
Yeah,
The sound difference.
yeah. I think it is. It's got a nicer bottom end bassy timbre in it, but besides that, there's not.
It does have a nice little bottom end.
And it is the first person to put the t-shirt on wins.
Watch out for my body rolls. Watch out for my body rolls.
There's gonna be lots of audio
This is how we do it.
3, 2, 1.
Go! Okay, so I'm just going to start off by trying to take off. Ooh. Why do I already feel like this was a bad idea?
This was your idea.
I know this was my idea. I saw it and I thought, hey, that looks cool. Why don't we do that?
Oh, man. Mine is so solid. It can't even, like... I
got
can't
no
even
free
find a
edge.
free edge. I need a free edge.
Yeah, I've got no free edge at the moment either. So
I remember thinking I'm going to bend my
tools,
fingernail
huh?
back, but you know
no
it's
tools
like
allowed.
freaky
Now,
for
luckily,
me.
we actually had quite a cool day here yesterday, so I was worried that it was going to be too cold to do this, but
Oh yeah, because we did
it's not
that.
too bad.
In typical Adelaide fashion, the weather has changed dramatically overnight while we slept.
Yeah, it tends to do that. Every 2 or 3 days, you're
And
in
the thing
for
is,
the opposite
we
season
also-
of what you're actually meant to be in.
Americans, or Texans more specifically, it is very similar to Texas weather, whereas you get very excited when it's springtime because you have a nice day and you can tuck away your, well, we don't really wear parkas here in Australia, in this part of Australia, but, and then the next day you're like, oh man, where's my leggings? Because it gets cold again.
20 minutes.
Oh, no, you bitch.
Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Well, yeah, but that just means I've got to wear it longer than you do.
Look at me, just naked on show.
Oh,
Shirt off, who
Oh,
cares?
it's so miserable.
No, I think I ended up having to go put mine in the microwave, didn't I?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think I ended up putting it in the microwave because I thought for solidarity, no, I've got to get the shirt on.
Oh, you won! You won!
Oh, man, that's cold.
Alright, so maybe
Hey,
what we'll
do you
now
know
is
what's
we'll turn off
funny?
the camera for a minute.
I am wearing that
You're
fucking shirt today.
You are too!
And look how it like hung up on my fat on the sides. And it's so much bigger on me now. Like
It is.
It's such a different shirt, but I'm actually... See, I tell people, look at my arms, the difference in my arms. People have been saying for a while that I've been losing weight. And I don't, like, I'm always like, whatever, because, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But just now, I've only just now realized I'm wearing that actual shirt. My boobs have stayed the same size.
Yep.
But all of this is like, look how it's like real tight there, and it's not, it's like a totally different shirt now.
Yeah, it is.
I've got to admit, I like the way this shirt fits now better. But yeah, I only just now realized I'm wearing that fucking shirt because I've got 2 black and white striped shirts, and that's this one because I can tell because of the black around the collar and the little cuff sleeves.
Yep.
Which my other one's a little bit different, but anyways.
See, well, my shirt I have not worn once since filming this episode.
For a minute, and I will finish doing mine,
Because
and then
it's
we'll
too
come back
short.
and finish off the show for you.
It's refreshing. It is so refreshing.
How's your nipples?
Frozen.
We'll be back in a minute.
Funny, and even this cardigan.
Oh,
looks all
man.
baggy.
Now, after waiting for 25 minutes for Ziggy to thaw his shirt out in the microwave.
Oh, that's right, the microphone.
Oh my god. As you know, he never misspeaks.
Because it was just
Never.
for ages and ages.
Do you want to know what
We
this
both had a
flex
go
on
at
the
trying to
computer
do
monitor?
it. Clearly, my
Yeah, don't ask.
What is there?
For those of you
Oh, I
that are
forgot
going
getting
to
a new
do
computer tomorrow.
the
Yeah, I'm
t-shirt-
gonna get a new
the
computer
frozen
tomorrow.
T-shirt
Can't
challenge,
wait.
if you will, on your show or with your telemarketing team building group or whatever. Yeah, just do it my way. Fold it up nice and neat and roll it up, and you won't spend half an hour microwaving your t-shirt.
And even though this has been microwaved, this still has icicles all over it.
Still very frozen. I mean, I won't point out that he's getting the desk wet.
Oh,
I've
That's
got your
alright.
towel because I set up.
Oh, look at that. That's sexy
I
stuff.
should make you do the truffle.
I feel we're
shuffle.
just like totally shamelessly naked.
Because it's so long. My coffee's cold. My shirt is warm.
oh.
I think I handled it well how smelly that shirt was.
I think you had to smelling my shirt was incredibly well.
Oh, this isn't going to be good. Okay.
Stunk
Oh.
so bad.
And so
Just have it sat in the
do
washing
the next
machine
section
for
with
a
these
week or
guys?
something.
It had. And I washed it
That was
3
my
times
idea,
and apparently it
never
still wasn't enough.
So you're lucky you've had time for your short shirt to get a little bit more.
I stood in the sun. Now it just fits perfect. It's like a moist hug. Oh. Yeah. It's like a It's like a thawed out shirt's what it's like.
Oh my lord.
It was so miserable. I'm even like
He
thinking
wanted
back
me
to
put
putting
my
on that
shirt
wet
back
shirt.
in
I'm
the
just like,
freezer.
oh
I
god.
thought his
Sucked
out, and
so
I said,
bad.
fat chance of that. That's what you get for winning.
Well, I wanted us to be as cold as each. Oh, I wanted us to be as cold as each other.
Yeah, well, I've been cold, been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Oh, okay. I think that's as good as it's getting. It's.
I'm just like, oh.
Before we do the last segment, and while you ease into your frozen pits and nips, I'll thank everybody for joining us for the first episode of Heaps Good Morning. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share with all of your friends because our fate is at your little grubby fingertips.
Well, so that was the first episode.
That was the first episode. Do you know what? It wasn't as bad as I expected it would
I
be.
told you it wouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely become a hell of a lot more confident over the course of time. And
Although I don't see us getting naked.
no,
That's fucking crazy. First episode, but let's get our kid. Not naked. I don't even need to hear it, Robin. I know that because we had a bra, because I had a bra on, I wasn't naked. Apparently, Americans call naked just at their outer clothes off.
oh okay.
Robin thinks it's weird because I'll say, "Oh, he was naked," and she'll be like, "He had underpants on," and I'm like, "Well, I mean, he's basically naked." But
So you've got naked and buck naked.
I don't know. I don't really know. Anyway, but I still am surprised that both of us got our kid off
Yeah.
in the first episode because we're a little anal about stuff. aren't we?
I'm a little anal about my boobies in particular.
Not me.
Alright,
So anyway.
That's the end of our episode, I guess. Isn't
Good.
it? So
Now we don't have to do that again in another year, do we?
No, that's it.
Okay, because I still don't understand. I don't understand the point. And please, after this episode, can you move it back to where I can't see myself? Because I keep looking at myself.
Yeah, I know. I can't see myself at all. It's great.
That's why we moved it in the first place, because we hated... Oh, like a toddler trying to dress myself over here. That's why we moved it in the first place, because we noticed that we weren't making contact with the viewfinder, and we were just looking at ourselves.
So we did have it sorted, but everything keeps on getting moved. But I must say,
Why don't we send a message to Ziggy and ask why everything keeps getting moved? Because I'm not going to air his dirty laundry on the interwebs. But
no, let's air dirty laundry on the interwebs. Let's do that. Grinder guys, you're all fucking shit. Get your shit together, alright? I feel like I'm saying it all the time. Get your shit together. If I'm wanting bum fun, I want it now, not next week. And I don't want you to just take a couple of my pictures and jerk off. Alright, I've had my rant.
So there's that. So yeah, just apparently the studio's been used for sex capades. But then it doesn't happen. Oh, well, everyone's still gonna know it's me. But he's getting real angry about it.
But I got some on the weekend, so I'm alright now. I'm all happy. I got to play a horny little
Hey! Listen. Everybody doesn't need to know your shit, alright?
Oh, I totally do. But see, I get all the guys contacting me and they're like, "Oh, Daddy, how are you, Daddy?" And,
yeah. Hey, let me ask you this, because I know it's really prevalent in the gay scene, and especially in the bears and the bear cubs and the otters and the wolves and all that stuff. But I don't know a lot. Actually, I know some lesbians that refer to their butch partner as daddy.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I know my dad.
Yep.
I don't want anything about him to have anything to do with my sex life. I don't ever want to refer, because I used to call my dad daddy, as most people did when they were kids. I just have never understood that.
Oh, everyone on Grindr calls me Daddy.
Ew.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of children? Oh, gross! See, it's weird. It must be the Bea thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm uncomfortable with the talk about daddy and sex, so let's move on.
Alright, let's wind up this episode then.
I've got to think of these things, you know. It's my Grey Gardens homage. Alright, say your bit, motherfucker. Oh, no, it's my part!
Yeah!
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Our future is at your grindy little fingertips.
I'm trying to grind them against something, but
I'm grinding them.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool. And don't forget to click the bell icon at the top of the screen to keep informed of what's going on a weekly basis. We're here. Yeah, it is. No, it's on your side. I realised last week. We're here every week now, though. So
here every
Sundays.
week.
And yeah, so that's it for this week, and we'll be back next week for another.
What are we doing
episode.
next week? Do you know?
Hey, do you want to do Cauldron Time next week?
Oh God, could the time be any worse for that? Yeah, sure. I'll do Cauldron Time next week.
Okay.
Excellent. What are we gonna do? Cold and flu tonic?
Actually, do you know what? Considering you're quite sick and everything, and so is everyone else at the moment, maybe that's a good idea.
We'll do a cold and flu tonic. We'll do a cough suppressant. Yeah, we'll do two that are kind of related.
Yep. So we're gonna get witchy poo next week, and we're going
Witchy
to.
poo. And read happy next week is The Conjuring.
Ooh.
I saw it on the list.
Okay.
So let's do that. Let's actually fucking do it.
All right. Okay.
Actually do it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
Awesome. So we will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.